So guys, I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. So guys, it's late Sunday evening. I thought I'd do a video. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence video coming very soon. The prediction video. But I want to talk about some big news. Some very big news. Apparently there's reports that Amir Khan is making a boxing return to fight Manny Pacquiao. This is a fight that obviously went during Khan's prime, was talked about quite a bit. And unfortunately for Khan, it never ever materialized. Amir Khan wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. He wanted that fight very badly. It was one of the fights that he was, actively chasing at the time when he was in his prime. It's crazy how a lot of these fights that Khan wanted are material, or when I say wanted, Khan, unfortunately, in his prime, didn't get the fights he wanted. I think there was 3 fights that I wanted. I wanted the Bradley fight for the undisputed. I wanted the Pacquiao fight. I wanted him seeing fight Mayweather. Unfortunately, none of those fights materialized for Amir Khan. And I think that really hurt his legacy, because then I think he had to take fights like Canelo, Crawford. And the reason why he took those fights, which I don't think at the time he took them were right for him. And at the time, I don't think he had any chance of winning those fights. But really, Amir Khan, even the Kell Brook fight that came right towards the end, and that fight, look, Amir Khan avoided that fight with Kell Brook, so that's his own fault, right? That he didn't fight Kell Brook, because he could have easily fought Kell Brook 7-8 years prior. So that fight, I've got no sympathy with him, because that fight he should have had 7-8 years prior. But because of the fact that Khan was afraid at the time that if he was to lose to Brook, it would be humiliating. So he didn't want to take that risk at that time. But really, that was a fight that should have happened in 2014-15 when he fought Canelo, around that time. That's when he should have fought Brook. But I feel for Khan in certain fights, like the Bradley fight, which really would have helped Khan's legacy. I think Khan would have beaten Bradley. The Mayweather-Pacquiao fights, I think, although, you'd have to say that Mayweather and Pacquiao would have beaten him, I think he would have gained. I think they would have been much better performance. He even performed well against Canelo up until he got knocked out. I don't think he would have got brutally knocked out against Pacquiao or Mayweather, especially the later Pacquiao and Mayweather. I don't think he would have got knocked out against. And I think he would have put in a much better performance. And what we've got to understand is Mayweather and Pacquiao were 2 of the greatest fighters ever. So even if Khan had lost a close decision, it would have been seen as, wow, Khan did really well. So I think his career and his the way people viewed him, his estimation would have gone up, because I think because of the way people rate Mayweather and Pacquiao, if Khan had put in a good performance against them, it would have been like, wow, Khan did really well. But he didn't get those fights. And now he's probably going to get a fight with Manny Pacquiao, just because Manny Pacquiao wants to fight and wants to make money. And I think he gets beaten badly right now. If Amir Khan was to fight Manny Pacquiao right now, I think Pacquiao could knock Amir Khan out when he wants. Because after seeing that fight against Brook, and by the way, I think Pacquiao would beat Brook pretty handily, even though at his age, I think Pacquiao beats Brook. Because the Pacquiao that fought against Ugas, although that was a while ago, would beat Kell Brook. Would beat the Kell Brook that fought Amir Khan. Right? So now you're talking about a guy, Amir Khan, who looked really bad against Kell Brook, fighting Manny Pacquiao, who just a year or 2 ago was fighting Ugas. And look, maybe Manny Pacquiao's declined massively. Was fighting Ugas and lost a close decision. 7-5, 8-4 against Ugas, who's a solid competitor, world-level fighter. So I think that tells you that Manny Pacquiao's still a good fighter. So to be honest with you, I am a little bit worried if Amir Khan does take that fight, because I don't think that fight goes very well for him, to be honest with you. I think it's a very dangerous fight, and a fight that Amir Khan could easily get knocked out in. What I'm hoping is this exhibition fight, and a fight where both guys can make money. But again, Saudi might not be interested in an exhibition fight. They might want to see a proper fight. And if that's the case, I can't see Amir Khan winning against Manny Pacquiao. If it's a proper fight, I just can't, because Pacquiao's still good and Amir Khan looked terrible. He looked terrible. I can't see a guy that got beaten up that badly against Kell Brook, who I think would lose to Pacquiao, right? I just can't see how I just can't see how he's competitive. I just can't see it because like I said to you, Pacquiao, I bet you still is in the gym, still training hard. Amir Khan probably since the Kell Brook fight has not even been in a gym trained properly. I'm sure he's been in a gym, but he's definitely not been in a gym training like boxing like you would if you're a pro boxer. He's not. So honestly, I don't like to see it. I think he'd get knocked out pretty badly. I think he'd get knocked out. I think Amir Khan is way past his best. Way past his best. Like I think there'd be some like British level fighters that may beat Amir Khan at this point. Not because like it's just old age and not being that dedicated towards the back end of his career. He just like the guy that fought Kell Brook, who Kell Brook is not a top 10 welterweight, right? He's not a top 10 fighter in any division at this point, right? You would expect the top 10 to beat Kell Brook handily in any division. Like if Kell Brook was to fight Conor Benn, I would expect Conor Benn to dispatch of Kell Brook in emphatic fashion, right? And Amir Khan got battered, like he got really badly beaten by Kell Brook. And Kell Brook's not a top fighter at this point. So that tells you how far gone Amir Khan is, and I think Manny Pacquiao is a top 10 welterweight still. If you wanted to fight, I think Manny Pacquiao could fight as anyone in the top 10 and give them a good fight. Whereas I don't think Amir Khan could. I don't know whether Amir Khan would beat Chris Congo. I don't think he'd beat whether he'd beat Mickinson at this point. He definitely doesn't beat Conor Benn. You know, because I think Kell Brook, who beat Amir Khan, would lose to Conor Benn. So, like I said to you, I honestly don't want to see Amir Khan fight anymore. Just because, like I said, Amir Khan's somebody that I admired, you know, coming through. And just wouldn't want to see him just getting losses on his record, getting knocked out. Why? Like, I know, I get it. He's going to get paid well. He's going to get good money. And it's a fight that he always wanted. But like, Kell Brook was Amir Khan's biggest British rival, and Amir Khan couldn't get up for that in the sense that he just didn't have it. Like, he got up for it and he trained probably really hard, but the performance was there. The performance was there for us all to see. It just wasn't there, you know, and it was really bad. It wasn't like he performed well, but you know, Brook was just wasn't there. And it wasn't as if like Brook was like unbelievable. It was just that Khan was just really bad. And that's what's worrying. The fact that Kell Brook, like we saw against Crawford, Kell Brook was knocked out badly. I mean, he was, you know, and to be fair, Brook did well in that fight up until he got hit with a solid jab. And then that was it. Crawford caught him on the eye, and that was it. The fight was over. But Khan couldn't even like land much on Kell Brook. Like, Brook made him look poor. Brook like outclassed him. He couldn't even like, Amir Khan was swinging like he just couldn't even land. You know, and like when does Amir Khan ever struggle to land on anybody? I mean, but he couldn't even land. I mean, Canelo, who's a very difficult fighter to hit, by the way. You know, Brook's never been a very tough fighter to hit. Most guys that Brook was fighting, even lesser fighters, would land on Kell Brook. You know, but Amir Khan couldn't even land on him. That's how, and Amir Khan was always a fighter that would land on anybody because he was so fast. Very few fighters could get out the way of Khan. Even Canelo couldn't get out the way. He was getting caught with shots. And Canelo has a very slick defense, especially from the waist up. He's very difficult to hit. He's got very good head movement. But Khan was landing shots on him. And I mean, yeah, so for me, this would be a knockout win for Pacquiao. Pretty conclusive as well. So I don't know whether Amir Khan should be fighting at this point. I don't want to see Amir Khan get hurt or take unnecessary damage. Like, I don't mind if he fights Pacquiao in an exhibition fight, but in a proper fight where there's 12 rounds and 3 minutes, I don't know whether Amir Khan even has the stamina. Because look, think about it. Amir Khan's not going to knock Pacquiao out. Ugas couldn't knock him out. And Ugas is an active fighter. He's an active fighter and he could knock Pacquiao out. Amir Khan's not a big puncher. He's not going to knock Pacquiao out. So you're talking about going decision. Amir Khan hasn't got the fitness and stamina, in my opinion, at this point, at this stage, to even go distance with Pacquiao. So I don't see how He can win it. And all he's going to do is fighting somebody like that is going to take more punishment. And he's already had a very punishing, tough career. It's not been easy. He's had a very tough career. So you won't want to see him get hurt, to be honest with you. But again, Amir Khan's got a lot of challenges. He's got a lot of things, you know, that boxing is probably everything for these guys. They get bored. There's nothing for them to do. What is Amir Khan going to do? There's nothing for him to do. You know what I mean? And that's probably the same with like people like Mayweather. Like, he's got nothing to do. That's why he's going around doing these exhibitions and earning money, because he's got nothing to do. Like, he's young. He's 36, 37. He's already a multi-millionaire, made for life. There's not much for Amir Khan to really do at this point in his life. So that's why he's probably thinking that if I can fight Pacquiao, why not? You know, so leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Love to know your opinion, guys, on this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.